Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am on one of the fronts on the little white cardigan I was doing. And you know, and it's a big ball of white I'm using here. I think it was about 500 grams. Was sent to me, one of my subscribers, I think. So I can't use it in my little, usually have a little bag just at the side of me like that, and I put the balls of wool in when I'm knitting. As you can see, I've got the wool in for my cardigan, my own cardigan I was knitting last night. But it's too big. I think I'll have to make myself a bigger one. But it's not very often I have balls this size, just I'm using this one up on the little cardigan. And I've gotten just a little bit of it done. It doesn't take long for these little ones. I'll put that down in a minute. And I got a bit more of my own done last night. As you can see, I moved the stitch marker. That's how much I did last night. It doesn't look a lot, but each of those stitches you can see is actually 2 rows. But this pattern sort of concertinas up, sort of, I know you pronounce it. So I actually did where one stitch is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Actually done 24 rows. But I got up to the armholes, so I left it at that last night. I could have knit more, but I need to work out the shaping for the armholes on it. And I thought I'll wait until today, so I finished off about 10:30, I think it was, and just watched a little bit more what I was watching on my computer. I very rarely watch anything on my telly. I just plug the telly thing into my computer and watch it on there. So I was just watching a little bit telly instead until it was time to go to bed. So I'm going to work on that out. I'm going to have to work out the shaping for the armholes, because this one's a little bit different because there's more rows to the inch. So I'm going to have to, I can't just go from the shaping on the armholes that I've done for any other thing I've knitted. I have to work this one out. So I thought it was better leave that until another day, which is today. So I'll put that down there out of the way. And that's, I didn't get any more of that one done. It's still the same number of rows, but I'm going to have to get on and finish this one that I started with. I have to finish the little white one. I'm going to finish this one because I started this one quite a while ago. I'll put that in there, bag out the way. And anyway, later on I have wrote out all my orders, because I have a few orders supposed today. And I've wrote out all my orders for my patterns, and I've sold a couple of my the little notion pouches, so I have to walk over to the post office. But at least today I'm just going to put them in the post box. I won't have to go in the shop for anything, so I won't be accosted by Mr. Postmaster. I only ever go in the shop usually if I want stamps, or maybe if I'm running out of milk or something like that before I do my weekly shopping. But I'll walk over the post office, so I'll just have to check and see what the weather's going to be like first. If it's raining, I'm going in my car. Because it's starting to look very dark now. That I'm using my tablet at the moment, because my laptop, when it's not very bright, it's not a very good picture. Oh, according to my phone, we're going to get heavy rain from 3 o'clock. I better go as soon as I finish this video. It is now 12:30. I think I'll nip straight over the post office. If I can post anything during the day, I will. But if I get any orders that come after I've been to the post office, seeing if the weather's okay, I'll go up to my local post box and post them there, but they're not picked up until, there's only one pickup from my post office. It's 9 o'clock every morning. This is why I prefer to walk over to the post office, because they have pickups all day up until 4 o'clock. I have up until 4 o'clock to post anything, so I usually walk over about 3 o'clock. But I think I'm going to go as soon as I finish this video, in case this rain starts early, because I'd rather walk if I can. I do like the exercise instead of going. I don't go in everywhere in my car. That'd be a bit lazy, too lazy. So anyway, I'm going to do a little bit knitting while I'm talking, and I will be going to my bingo night tomorrow night. Thursday tomorrow. And when we were at bingo last week, my friend was talking about crochet. She said she could crochet, but she's never done it for a long time, and I think it's her sister-in-law made a scarf for her out of granny squares. She sent me a picture, which I'll put in my next slideshow. And it's really quite nice scarf she made. She made a lot of granny squares and thinking them together. So my friend decided she'd have a go. And she said, this was last Thursday, she said she couldn't remember how to crochet. I was saying it's simple, Anne. But you know, every Thursday, the first Thursday in every month, me and my friend always go for a meal before we go to the bingo on the Thursday night. And instead of picking her up about 7:20, I pick her up about 6 o'clock, so we go for a meal. So I messaged her and asked her, have you thought how to remembered how you have to crochet? Because she said she could crochet years ago, but she's just never done it for that long. So I messaged her today and asked her if she had remembered how to crochet, and she said no. So I said, well, I'll come a little bit earlier on Thursday, about 5 o'clock. Get your crochet hook and your wool and have it all ready. And I said, we'll have a little crochet session. I'll show you how to crochet, the basics. She said she couldn't even remember what you did after the chain. I thought, you know, when you've learned something like that, once you try to do it, it usually comes back to you, but it hasn't to my friend anyway. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll be leaving a bit earlier, and we'll probably have to chase her husband out of the way. Because I think we'll get a few, you know, you get a bit cheek off the other half sometime when you're doing things like that. Learning at her age. You can learn at any age, because there's a lot of, well, you just have to look on YouTube, really. And there are so many videos and so many people teaching crochet and knitting and things like that. It's actually, was beginning to think at one time, before I started looking on YouTube, that it was a dying art, because a lot of the younger generation just don't know how to do it. But I think since YouTube started doing all this, I think the younger generation have started picking it up from YouTube, actually. It's usually like grandmothers and, you know, that usually teach the offspring and that how to do things. I taught my granddaughter how to knit. She had to learn again recently because she'd forgotten how to do it, because she hadn't bothered, because her mother didn't knit. I tried to teach her mother how to knit when she was pregnant with my granddaughter. Her mother's called Veronica. When I tried to teach her, you know, she practically threw the knitting away. She just didn't want to know. So I knew that Cheryl was never going to learn from her mother. So I taught her, but she taught herself to crochet from YouTube, and she does it the different way from what I do is, you know, I do it exactly with a hook like I'm knitting, but some people hold the wool in one hand and the hook in the other, and that was the way my granddaughter learned. But she said she can't manage it very well that way, and I've told her to try my way. There's my phone's just gone with another order there. I'll have to finish this video and get it sorted out, and that's another one I can post on my way over. So that's my night filled in. Tomorrow night be an hour of crochet, about an hour for a meal, and then the rest of the night bingo and hope I'm lucky. So I'll get as much as I can done of this little cardigan and try to get it finished. But anything I make and finish, I will keep until that offer comes up every fortnight on Friday. I've just had it Friday gone, so it'll be not this Friday, the next Friday. So anything I have to sell, I keep until then, because if I can get as much for what I can off the selling fees, I'll do that. So that's it for now, and I'll catch you all another time. So thumbs up and subscribe, and bye for now.